Was actually muted, so I hope you can hear me now. So, yeah, in chat world, go ahead and tell me if you can hear me now. Okay, great. Sorry about that. Yeah, so funny things that happen. So what we do, oh, well, I was telling you, you didn't hear it, but we have bracket flags tonight. Except we have whistles. Oh yeah, chat. You know, always playing the little jokes there. We have whistles tonight with our bracket flags. So the whistles can appear as items. They will appear in World 1.3, and I believe they'll appear in 1.3 and World 1 Fortress, and in World 2 if you go back and get where the Fire Bros are behind the rock. So you can spin the hammer and go and get that rock, or break that rock and go get a whistle. Of course, we have our French vanillified World 4 Fortress doing its World 4 Fortress business. And we are looking... Oh, and there is one of our other whistles already. Leslie Pro 4 has it. So what that whistle will do is it will advance you one stage, or one world. So if you open up, or if Human Mustard defeats Iggy here and sees World 7, for example, and he says, this is a bare World 7, I don't want to play it, he can blow it and go right on to the next one. And that's what we will have. That's going to be the mechanic, the dynamic that's going to change this match for sure. So we got Leslie Pro here having the whistle. I might have been trying to fix my microphone or something when Human Mustard or One Fine Day, Blocky Game Studio got his. They may have also played it, since that Hammer Brother fight was over there by where they had to go anyways. So here we go, and we got a nearly a pretty close finish of World 1, played by World 4 tonight. Princess gives us a frog suit, and we do see World 3. Now, this does not... Oh, wow, Human Mustard is going to go ahead and blow that whistle right there. I was thinking with all the pipes right there, it might not be the best place to use it, but Human Mustard goes ahead and plays it. Skips on to our next world, which is going to be World 2. So 3 and 2 are skipped or swapped tonight. So far we have 4, 3, 2. We may have some sort of weird reverse world order business going on here. Leslie Pro goes ahead and plays World 3. As we see, he has, he's just playing Ring Around the Pipesies. Let's see if he gets the exit pipe here. No, so he's going to have to defeat one of those two fortresses, except he's going to do the same thing Human Mustard did, just a minute behind Human Mustard. He's blowing that whistle and getting out of there. I like the call. And let's see, Blocky Games says he's going to check out the pipes too. Then we'll find out if he wants to go and play the music instead of having to face the music. Human Mustard goes, picks a fort, finds 7, F1 Fort Knox, one of our favorite fortresses here. And it is one of our favorites because it requires us to go get this Tanuki suit unless you enter with Flight. But since he didn't enter in with Flight, he's going to have to go and pick up Flight, which he does. He knows exactly where to get it, and he's on his way to beating Boom Boom. This also, though, might be one of those places where a runner might decide, hey, I've already got a P-Wing. I'm going to go ahead and spend a P-Wing right here. We see that sometimes. Our runners deciding, you know what, it's faster to just no bow to the world, spend a 1-up, and go and equip Flight instead. Human Mustard gets through the Boom Boom fight, no problem. Meanwhile, Blocky Games is in 6F2, the Frozen Thwomp Paradise. Nicely dodges the Disco Waffles, and Human Mustard sees that that fortress does open the path to the castle, which will be Wendy's castle, in a moment here. Leslie Pro looking, realizing he's got to go and get in. He busts a hammer, or uses a hammer instead of going back and playing extra levels. So that would probably end up saving him a little bit of time too. He's got to go back, grab this Sanuki suit, and be on before he can be on his way. Blocky Games is still playing through World 3 in the World 2 spot. He's actually in one of our beta stages. If you played this game, or if you're familiar with Super Mario Bros. 3, you may be looking at Blocky Games' screen and saying, I don't recognize that at all. That's right, you don't. That's because this stage is one of the beta stages that was rebuilt, or that was fixed so that it could be played and added into the randomizer. And that's why he's in that very unfamiliar, strange looking level. It does look like 1/6 though. And so Human Mustard takes the World 3 fortress, beating Wendy, and he is out. That was quick. In less than 4 minutes, he's gone through Worlds 3 and 2 with that play. And Leslie is a little bit slower now. Oh, nicely done. Blocky is got the heavy Wendy. So Wendy is one of the two Koopa kids who causes earthquakes tonight. And we are still in this weird reversal world order thing. World 4 is played by World 1. So you know what, guys? I'm going to go ahead and call it. The next 3 worlds are going to be 7, 6, and 5 in that order, and that'll be reverse world order, except starting in World 4. Human Mustard is going to find out quickly what he's got, because he found World 1F Fort, and since he didn't need to play that fortress, he doesn't need to play the fortress in order to clear World 1 through the logic. He can go and pick up that warp whistle, which he knows is going to be right there, and he can get a bonus warp whistle and even further accelerate his exit and his path to Bowser. And here we are, Human Mustard. He's clearing 3-8 with the boss bat, or 3-7 with boss bass in it, instead of boss bass being 3-8 where he belongs. Human Mustard equips a star to enter 5F1, which is going to help him very much. He gets to use the P-Speed strats through these swamps and the Disco Waffles. Gets right on through. He's in to Boom Boom fight. He'll be out very quickly. One Fine Day is... Okay, so One Fine Day has entered World 3 and is in our 5-7 here. And he's got through it. He's cleared. And it looks like Human Mustard, I like this play. He's going to go ahead and keep playing World 1, play it right on through, and save his warp whistle for the next world. Leslie, okay. Interesting play. He used the music box to put to sleep the Hammer Brother in World 1, but I have to ask him about that, because that Hammer Brother, he's not going to be encountering that for a little while. At least 2 more stages, and the music box only lasts for 2 stages. Blocky Games has found 7F1. He is clearing it out. Our good old Fort Knox. Human Mustard also getting a Cloud. from the Hammer Brothers. So that'll be a nice bonus item too. Could come in handy in World 8, which happened last night in his race against Macobra. Macobra was able to make good use of a cloud at the end of World 8 because it was a numbered stage that was the gatekeeper. Human Mustard gets the fire kill on Larry, gets out, and here we are, my friends. Take a look at this. Human Mustard at less than 12 minutes has already cleared World 4. He is jetting through this seed. He is just making... He's saying, dude, this seed did not... Or this seed did skip leg day. He, and he's showing it. Leslie Pro equips a P-Wing, and a good one too for this one. It's 6-7, which has normally would be an auto-scroller, and he is able to put it to good use though. With that P-Wing, gets out of it. So a de-auto-scroll to auto-scroller. Blocky Game has finished his fight against Roy, and he's got his wand, so he's out of World 3. He'll be entering World 4, played by World 1 here in a moment. And Human Mustard is already in World 7 now. So putting those whistles to outstanding use. And World 7 is World 6 tonight. So, well, my guess was out. A little bit wrong. Oh well. I had a good run. But Human Mustard just absolutely obliterating this seed. And here we are. Leslie Pro gets his wand from Larry, and he'll be entering World 5 here, but Human Mustard is in World 6 and just on fire. Absolutely on fire. Was not expecting this. And so, those of you in Chatland who were thinking you might have a nice long seed, this is a blink and you'll miss it seed. Oh. Now, Blocky Game spent one of his whistles. I think that might have been all of his whistles. He's in World 5 now, which is actually in its vanilla position, World 5. And he's got, this is a 4-6 here with the Angry Sun, but he's gonna get right on through it with no problems. Human Mustard's in 5-6 now. One that normally would be an auto-scroller that features the Parabeetles, the only vanilla game level with those red Parabeetles. Gets right on through, no issues, and looks like Blocky has found 7-4, so that's where 7-4 is hiding tonight. Typically auto-scroller, but of course our auto-scrollers are de-auto-scrolled, so those are not a problem. Same with Human Mustard in 1-4. Oh, but that pile driver Micro Goomba is in a nasty position where you might think that it's just a harmless little block. Human Mustard knows this level, notices, nah, that's not in its right spot, gets right on through, no problems. Blocky Game, nice snipes on those spiny cheeps though. Those could have been major trouble, but there, he's not letting them cause him any trouble. Leslie Pro is, I should point out, has entered World 6 also, and is still pretty close to Human Mustard. He's right on his toes as he makes his way through 2-4, our split level stage in World 2. Nicely dodges the fireballs from that Piranha, gets right on out, but Human Mustard is still a couple of screens ahead. As he enters, oh my friends, 7-5. Human Mustard wants no part of this. He is gonna go and he's gonna kiss the Koopa Troopa, get out of 7-5, and he looks around. Oh, I thought he might have had a hammer, but he doesn't, so he is gonna go, let's see, he's gonna play this Fortress is what he's gonna do. And he finds 6F1. Nice use of the P-Wing. 7F1, gets himself, or 6F1, gets himself a little bit through, and yeah, Zero Wing, good call on the thread, on the Fred. It is very close to its vanilla position in addition to being in its vanilla overworld. Now, Leslie Pro is probably going to be finding out the same thing here in a moment or two, as Blocky Game enters 2-4 with the, or sorry, 4-3 with the spinies that like to crawl on the ceilings. But let's get back to Human Mustard. He picks up a cloud, and he's going to go ahead and use that. And he finds that he's got one more lock to break open. So that's going to be the fortress right there. And it is 6F2, so, or 6F3, our Stretch Booze Fort, Carpet Fort. So also in nearly its vanilla location. It actually would be over there where Human Mustard was actually just looking, but it's definitely very close to its vanilla place. Leslie Pro dodging the double fire bros in the stage that would have the warp whistle if he were in World 2. And he's going to look and he's going to see 7-5 here in a moment. And he looks, he does that turn back and he's like, no, I don't. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and play it. So, interesting call here. Human Mustard skipped out of it. Leslie is definitely playing it. Wow, those nippers were not messing around. They were in it for money. And Leslie sends them packing though. Human Mustard now in the World 7 airship. So vanilla airship positioned by world number on the status bar. But he'll still be facing Lemmy here in Ludwig's arena. Meanwhile, Blocky finishes his fight against Roy in Wendy's arena. Gets his wand just as Human Mustard is getting his wand 2 worlds ahead. So Human Mustard easily in our first visitor to World 8. Get your guesses in chat for what World 8, how many bridges we're going to have to build to beat how many bridges we're going to have to build to beat Bowser. We got 1 in chat. You know what? I like 2. That seems to be a popular one, but I love 4. I love it when we have all 4 bridges in play. So that's what I'm going to guess. And I am wrong right out the gate because we see a lock right there on the first screen. So I'm going to say 3. We still got 3 left. So I'm going to say 3 bridges to beat Bowser. Meanwhile, 3F2, our flooded fortress, is the first one that we see on the screen. Human Mustard doing the precision swimming. And, well, Drossi, how are we in a sub-20 and entering World 8? Well, we have whistles in this world, or in this seed. And Human Mustard picked up 3 of them. He skipped several worlds, which is how he did it. Leslie Pro did the same thing, actually. That's how he's so close behind. I think Blocky missed at least 1 of the whistles, maybe 2 of the whistles. So he's having to play a couple more worlds than the others did. So that's what's going on there. Warp whistles made this happen. And Human Mustard just absolutely killing this Air Force and getting through. Let's see, he's little, he's got Bim Bim, so he still does it. All right. It's always just a little bit of a guess, especially when you miss that first jump. You never want to just say it's a gimme, but he does it. Now, Leslie it looks like he might have gotten the off-screen wand grab. He's really close. Did he? Yes, he did. Nicely done. Off-screen wand grab, and there are 0 bridges. So here we have Human Mustard at less than 21 minutes entering Bowser's Castle with firepower. This is absolutely insane. just absolutely owns World 8. Gets into the Podoboo room now. Let's see, he's going to go through the upper route. Let's see, does he get the... Oh, wow. Mac and cheese. And he is on his way to Bowser's fight at 21:30 something. He's got 35 fireballs to put into Bowser's face, so he's still got a minute or two, or a moment or two to do this, but he's a master of this one. Here he goes, Human Mustard. Oh, nicely done. He takes one hit off the Bowser hitbox, but GG to Human Mustard. Uh, Absolutely killing this seed. Nicely done. And here we are, our official time here. Let's get this when we hit it. There we are. Oh, wow. Okay, 22 minutes, 3 seconds. Human Mustard, absolutely phenomenal. GG. 21 minutes and 3 seconds is our official time. Well done, Human Mustard. Leslie Pro is also in this dark room. He's gonna go. He sees the Air Force. He's equipping a P-Wing to go fly the Air Force. Meanwhile, Blocky Games is in World 6. He's finishing up his fight against Ludwig. Nicely done. Gets the wand, and we are going to see him entering World 7, which is World 6 this time, since 6 and 7 were also swapped. He'll be here in a moment. Oh, yeah. That is, yeah, chat, that is, definitely Pog. Okay. Leslie Pro finishes up that. He sees he's still got that lock right there. He finishes up the Air Force stage and he goes back. Let's see what he's going to look at now. Yep, he's making the right path, making the right call, and into Bowser's Castle. Equips a star and a hammer suit. And, Leslie? A cloud? Really? Okay, whatever. You do you, boo. Oh, yeah. So Leslie equipping the hammer suit to enter Bowser's Castle. He's taking the donut lift down. He's going to be taking the disco waffle staircase up. Here we are. Gets the Everyman clip into the Podoboo room. And let's see, which route is he going to take? He's going to take the upper route. And is he going to... Not that time. Here we go. He's going to keep on trying this clip maybe a few more times. He knows how to do it. He's an expert at this too. Sometimes, though, the sub-pixels or whatnot just don't play nicely. And he's decided he's going to go through the donut lift room with Bowser fireballs. So there goes a Bowser fireball. He's going to see if he can spawn them so that he doesn't have to deal with them like while he's in midair. Nicely done. There's a couple, and no laser from the Bowser statue at the end. And hi, Bowser. There goes the hammers by Bowser. Leslie Pro, also nicely done. And we have another finish in. So 2 of our finishes less than 30 minutes. Well done. Here we are. We're going to get an official time in just a moment. Official time here, I see 25 minutes 7 seconds. So GG to Leslie Pro 4 for also a phenomenal race. 25 minutes and 7 seconds. And what a race we had here between Human Mustard and Leslie Pro, separated by 3 minutes on a 25-minute seed. And now we got Blocky Game entering in. He's in World 7 now. He's getting his way, or World 6. Well, it's World 7. It's the 7th world. He's getting his way through. I think he just built the bridge that he needs to get to World 8. Yes, he has, or he opened the lock. So here we go, and he is in. And so chat, yeah, we don't have audio on Blocky tonight, so we're just going to be to background music for the rest of the match. So sorry about that. part of the technical difficulty we were having earlier. But looks like I may have one of our uh, participants in chat with me. Welcome and GG. So Leslie Pro, how are you doing tonight, my friend?
Doing good, Diesel. Well, that was quite the run. I got just a hair unlucky because that run would have been deathless, but that input was eating in it.
Oh, which one was that? Where was that? I was probably looking at somebody else at the moment.
Yeah, you were probably paying attention to human mustard or some other shenanigans going on at the time. Anyway, that being aside, Air Force was at the 8-1 spot, the panel, and it was vanilla.
Yeah, that was quite the little trick that they did, and it was also looked like it was the gatekeeper led us into Bowser's room. We can see here on the map that Blocky Game has that lock was the lock that went to Bowser's the Valley of Bowser there. But yeah, that was insane. So 3 whistles, correct? Was that?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what it was. I debated what to do about World 3 because I checked the 4 pipes and then I'm like, that last pipe could have been stuffed way in the back of the world. And when I thought that, I'm like, okay, the right move is to just nope out of the world. Because
Yeah.
I did my due diligence and it came up, and it did not come up Millhouse.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was I liked the idea to take a look around because at that point uh, you still have your that was World 2, right? So you have 5 more overworlds to look at, which also includes 7 and 6. You don't know what you're actually going to be running into. You don't know if that's the only whistle that you'll get, and so taking a look around, I like that play. Human Mustard did it a little bit differently. He entered World 3 and he was like, nope, I'm out. Blew his whistle, and of course, he also found 1F Fortress and another whistle from I forget what was the third whistle. So you had 1F Fort and what what was the other whistle?
There was, yeah, it was World 1 Fort, one we found early, and one off a hammer. One
Okay,
off
yeah.
the hammer, bro, and one from the end of a world that we didn't skip, and then I wound up skipping 7 and 5 back to back because 5 that was
Oh,
disgusting.
was it?
I wanted no part of it.
Oh, was it the reward from the Princess Letter?
Yeah, it was a Princess Letter
Okay,
reward.
that's why I didn't see it because normally, well, I sometimes I try to watch the Princess Letters, but sometimes I get looking at other people's screens and miss it. And for both of y'all, I missed seeing that. So um, that would have been where it was. All right, yeah, I remember seeing the Hammer Brother reward at the very beginning. I was also I had to troubleshoot my mic right at the very beginning. I was talking to myself at the beginning of the stream for a minute or two. So,
Things like that could happen to anybody. I've gone part of streams once where my mic was muted on accident.
uh,
Oops.
we have Blocky Game. Does a nice job. Does the dodging of the Bowser fireballs just like you did. He does it with the fire suit. So he is putting fireballs into Bowser's face. Uh, Here he goes. Let's see. He got stomped by Bowser. So it'll be just another minute or so before he does. He's got to do the 5 break drops, but I think he'll be done here shortly.
Yep, 5 Bowser bombs. Oh yeah, speaking of, I was recently, I had some time off from work. I pulled up Mario 3 on Switch Virtual Console, and I practiced that setup for that fire suit kill. So if I had lost a hammer suit, I was taking the 100 coin fine to pull the fire suit out to go for that strat. And you guys would have hopefully seen it for the first time, but it didn't come to that.
Yeah, best laid plans and all sometimes just don't work out the way you want them.
Well, and that honestly, in my case, that was more like a good backup plan because I got lucky with finding the hammer suit as the bonus item at 3-7. As soon as I saw that boss bass and I had the tail, I'm like, nope, I'm flying straight up there.
Nicely done, nicely done. And looks like we have our third participant, a third runner, Blocky Game Studio. Let's see here. Oh, just one moment.
Oh, oops! Oh wait, that might have been planned. Never mind.
Okay, he might be trying to get his audio set up or something. All right. Yeah. Hey, GG Blocky, welcome.
Hi, thanks. It's been about like 3 months that I played one of these. Played one of these, so I think I do.
So you're saying it's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a while, but I had fun. That's the point.
I'm glad you did because we had fun watching this match. That was well. Let's just. I think the word of the day is going to be jet. That was incredibly fast. Warp whistles are definitely a thing to use. And let's see, you had. Did you get the one out of World One?
I got the one in World 1-4 and
Okay.
used it immediately, which I should not have done. I should have saved it because I knew 5, 6, and 7 were.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, we had World One. Well, we had the World One fort. There was the one in the World Four, which was the first world that you played. There's a Hammer Brothers that were guarding one, and then there was also a Princess Letter had a warp whistle in it. So we had 3 warp whistles.
Oh, the warp whistle was in the World 1 letter?
It was Leslie. Was it the letter
It had
from?
to be. It had to be the World 1 letter. The grassland.
Okay, yeah, Leslie.
It was right before I used the 2 warp whistles back to
Okay.
back because I did not want to deal with World 5 because that
Yep.
looked gross. And at the point of the pipe maze, that really was a pick your poison. Do I play this out and skip 6, or do I skip this and hope 6 isn't so bad? I mean, 6.
We're Iceland and pipe maze. I mean, the 200 IQ play would have been to have 2 warp whistles and use them for grassland and skyward. Who would make that play?
You know, that's part of running these things blind. Is you gotta play the game that you know that you have in front of you, and hope it's the best play, and pick your style, and just own it. And just like a lot of other things in life, you just gotta make your call and live with it. So I think however you made the decision at the time, yeah, that's going to be the right call. I figured just go.
I mean, if you have 2 or 3 warp whistles, this gets very, very jet. And I'm surprised it's only like an 8-minute gap, considering that I had 1.
Yeah, you had to play. Well, you ended up playing World 3 and World 2 all the way through, I believe, and you still that was some mighty fine playing. Yeah, that absolutely. Since I mean, Human Mustard, he had 3 warp whistles. He skipped Worlds 5 and 7, and World 3 right out. He saw World 3, and he was like, "Nope, done, bye." And then after he got he had the 2 warp whistles after the World 1 letter, and he did the same thing. He said he looked at World 5, nope, bye. World 7, skipped it as well.
I mean, Worlds 2 and 3, the Desert and Waterland, were not that long, and I can see they were not that long, so I might have held on to that. Because, 5, 6, and 7 tend to be the longest worlds.
Right. Yeah, 5, 6, and 7. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you get a jet 5. Sometimes maybe you take the tower up and you're right next to the castle. But it can also be a beast, and 7 is frequently a nasty one. So yeah, I think those are both definitely very good calls. And World 3 can also have some really ugly layouts too. And so yeah, those were the 3 worlds that were skipped in general tonight. And I can't fault anybody from however you make the play doing it live. Yeah, you got to do what you got to do. So Good on ya. Let's see. It looks like Human Mustard is showing Alf on his screen. Very close up of Alf. Um, anyways, um, well, the I hope you enjoyed it. It seemed like y'all had fun. I had a blast with it. This is the first commentary I've done in a while. Uh, so thanks for showcasing your skills with us. And honestly, it was a nice night and very quickly done too. This is a blink and you'll miss it match, and anybody who's just now joining us, I hope you enjoy the VOD because it was definitely a very fast match. Leslie, do you have anything else you'd like to tell us, or Blocky?
Well,
No,
I'm just glad I was able to at least do something good in that 7-5, because that enemy setup was disgusting. And it's the reason why you're given a shell to begin with, because that was the exact situation it was implemented for, because that setup was disgusting.
where was 7-5? I must have skipped over it.
The 6-7 spot.
Yeah, it was in World 6. I think if you had a hammer, you might have bypassed it.
Oh yeah, I had a hammer and I
Yep.
used the pipe, and Iceland was really fast for me because I only had to do I think it was maybe a 1 or 2 stages or 4, 2
Yeah.
forts.
Yeah, and Human Mustard entered 7-5, no bout did, and ended up going back and picked up a cloud, I think, and used it. So he was able to get by it too.
Oh yeah, I had a cloud that I never used.
Yeah. Yeah, Leslie, you were the only one who actually played that one, so that's a thing.
At that point, I was trying to finish a run deathless, which unfortunately was not meant to be because of a yummy input, but hey, those things happen sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes the inputs are yummy, sometimes boss passes around and Mario's yummy. So, just a matter of what's being nom-nommed for the night, but...
Or Mario's eating pasta. That is canon, by the way.
Indeed, indeed. Let's see. Well, Human Mustard is in chat. I guess he wasn't able to join us for whatever reason, but yeah. Hey, thanks for getting this together. Human Mustard was the one who organized these and rounded up some of our players for the night. So give our runners a follow here. There you go. Yeah, give our. Oh, hey, Leslie beat me to it. Yeah, give our runners a follow here. Human Mustard and Leslie Pro at Blocky Game Studio. All three of them have been in tournaments as well. So this game and some others, I believe. So yeah, and we also have some other events going on. If you check out speedgaming.org, click the schedule link, you can see a lot of other things that we've got going on today, tomorrow, a few more tomorrow, a couple more tonight. So I hope you're able to stick around and enjoy some of the programming that we have for you. Any final thoughts, Blocky?
No, just thanks to the Speed Gaming for putting us on. I'm happy to race. I'd like to see more SB. I'd like to play more SMB3 Rando in the future. It's just been kind of busy for me in the past recent times. So
I certainly understand that, but I hope with the availability of schedules, maybe you'll be able to come join us again. I certainly enjoyed having you around. Leslie, do you have any other thoughts before we say goodnight?
Yeah, that's a mood on the availability. I know sometimes I'm not always available for these, but when I am, it is a heck of a fun time. And it's also worth noting that at the top of the hour, Speed Gaming 2 will have the Zelda 1 Randomizer weekly. Something that I commentate from time to time, but I am not on the call tonight. That honor goes to Trenton Edgeworth. As for me, GG's, thanks for having me. And I hope to catch you all again soon. This Warp Whistle format is fun, though, and it is giving me some ideas.
Absolutely.
Just saying.
Absolutely. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what ideas you come up with. This community is pretty clever one times, and it surprises me. So I love getting surprised like this. So So from speedgaming.org, this is Diesel Pilot. I'm gonna recap. Human Mustard absolutely blew it away with a 22-minute and change time. Took our first place for tonight. Leslie Pro coming up just a couple minutes behind, and Blocky Game Studio just a few more minutes behind that after some nice Warp Whistle shenanigans. But that's all we have for tonight. Everybody, stick around or go take a look at some of the other speed gaming programming that we've got on Twitch here. And I hope to see you all around again. It's been fun having you. So, this is Diesel Pilot saying stay safe, stay kind. I'll see you on the other side of the next pipe check.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.